Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Nobody's ever going to say that if they see me in a scuffle. If I'm throwing hands, nobody's going to be like, oh my God, that's Jason Bourne. Oh no, it's the Huff. Nobody's going to say that. They're going to be like, what is that? What is that old lady doing? And then it's like, oh no, that's the Huff. No offense, old ladies. I'm just saying. I just threw that out there for a comparison. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I played that, but you're welcome. The great visual. What's wrong with him? Why is his arms flailing about? I remember back in the day, I used to do an endorsement for a kickboxing school. It was a lot of fun. In all joking aside, when you go into a school like that, they teach you the basics of fighting. And it's funny because myself included, every time somebody would come in, there'd be like these, thugs type guys sometimes coming in there thinking they know how to fight. And then the guys would be like, no. You do this, you're going to break your wrist and all this stuff. Everybody thinks they know how to fight until they fight, unless you're somebody that, you're skilled in the fighting nature. But it was always funny to see people come in. But dude, you would if you can ever get into like a boxing class or just MMA type of stuff, it's freaking crazy workout. Plus it benefits you because then you can whoop somebody's ass. Not to say that I could. Nobody's going to be like, oh my God, look at him. He's like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Damn, fool. He's tough. Nobody's saying that if I ever get in a scrap. They're not. They're just be like, that poor fella. Look at him. He looks like he's confused. His eyes are closed, and he's doing like a windmill thing with both arms. Could you imagine? Whee! I'll go fight you. And then whoever I'm fighting just slowly pop right in the nose. Ow, you hit me, you butt. Owie. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. A lot to get into. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, click on the like button while you're at it. And remember, whether you're watching or listening, I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget, today's show is presented to you by Roof Goat USA. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com. Also presented to you by Kirkwall Group. Check them out at kirkwallgroup.net for all your bookkeeping and tax service needs. Also, Bet Online. Bet Online is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for betting on all the madness. Even if your bracket is busted, which probably, let's be honest, it's busted. Bet Online has more ways to stay in the action with a free Sweet 16 bracket and live betting on every remaining tournament game. I guess Sweet 16 is over with, so whatever. Okay? You know what I mean. They got a lot of stuff going on. With the largest selection of odds on everything from college basketball to MLB, NHL, and MMA, BetOnline continues to be your number one sports betting source. From every Cinderella story to every hat trick, BetOnline has you covered with odds, stats, and more for every game, every play, every win. Go to betonline.ag right now. It's BetOnline. The game starts here. Speaking of starting, you know what to do. Buckle up, fuckers. Here we go. Let's jump into those headlines.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
This is hilarious, and I'm just as guilty as the next person at doing this. Have you ever had like a metaphor that you're trying to spew out, trying to sound intelligent? You're trying to contribute to a meeting or just a conversation in general, and then you screw it up. Have you ever done that? Oh, my God. So embarrassing. The Ford executive, I can't remember his name, but his name is Mike O'Brien. He kept score of all his colleagues' verbal flubs. And he has like, I want to say it was like 5 or 6 whiteboards filled with, this is from over a decade of people that would contribute to a meeting and just fuck up a metaphor. Oh my God. It's kind of a dick move. He was saying that not everybody appreciated it, but there were, I believe he said the majority did. and it actually made it so people would tighten up their stuff and educate themselves more. I think at first this would be annoying, right? If you screw up in a meeting and your boss is like, "Oh my God, that's hilarious. Did you guys hear what the Huff said? He said this and it's so wrong." I'm going to write it down. Be like, "Ah, that's kind of fucked up, dude. I was an accident. My brain's all over the place." "Oh, no, 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 no. We got to write this down." It's kind of a dick move. Kind of a dick move. But then as more and more people do it, they're like, "Oh, shoot, man. Johnson made it to the list." "Oh, no. He did?" Yep. Yep. So did Bill and Casey. All these people. They made the list. Oh, they're so dumb. I'm on there, though. Right? It's almost like a badge of honor in a weird, twisted way. So here are some of them that I was able to scrap together, right? And listen, no judgment from me. Like I said, I say a lot of dumb things, especially you guys know this if you listen. If you listen to this show, you're like, "Damn, the Huff, we know." We know you do. This is the first one. "We need to make sure dealers have some skin in the teeth." Oh, that's not right. That's gross. Do you want skin in your teeth? I guess if you're defending yourself, okay, maybe that's when it's acceptable to have skin in your teeth. I guess. Ugh. Could you imagine if skin grew on your teeth? Ugh. Gross. This one's hilarious. "We need to talk about the elephant in the closet." Is he gay? I mean, he could come out. We're all accepting here. It's fine. He's all, "Hey, everybody, I'm out of the closet. I'm Gary the pink elephant. It's good. Gary, welcome to the club. Come on, get over here. No judgment. As long as you're loving. Who cares?" So, who would say we need to talk about the elephant in the closet? I mean, is he blowing somebody over there? Because that's okay. That's a little inappropriate if it's at work. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm just throwing it out there. You were thinking it. I just said it. Okay, here we go. Don't act like you weren't thinking it. It's like I'm inside your mind right now. How would you screw that one up? The elephant in the room, people. Come on. Let's not reinvent the ocean. What? I feel like if I heard that one, if you were saying that to me, I would just be staring at you. Like, why? Why would you say, "Let's not reinvent the ocean"? I just used that metaphor the other day that let's not reinvent the wheel, or somebody did reinvent the wheel, and it was a good thing. How do you do that? "Too many cooks in the soup." What? No, you don't have, no, you don't put cooks in the soup. What? Uh, Waiter, there's too many cooks in this soup. Ew, gross. Yeah, should be only one. Am I right? Yeah, right. "I'm not trying to beat a dead horse to death." Oh, why? Why? Yeah, it's already dead. And you're going to kill it more? "We have a better program, but the competition has more foot on the ground." Believe feet or boots? More boots on the ground? How about that? "We're really low on money right now. We're dancing on thin ice." That's not that the dancing on thin ice isn't that bad. I don't feel like that one's that bad. I mean, dancing on ice in general would be difficult, especially without skates, I guess. If you're somebody I don't know how to ice skate. I skated once when I was like 7. That's it. But what I'm saying is dancing on ice would be difficult. And then if it's thin ice, it's like, ooh, you got to be really careful with your steps. I'm just saying that's not that bad. We need to keep running in our swim lanes. That's so dumb. I know these are swing for the moon opportunities, but I think we should pursue them. Swing for the moon. Again, that's not that bad. How about swing for the fences? Okay, that makes more sense. Go ahead. Read between the tea leaves. I don't feel like that was that bad either. Because people reading the tea leaves, okay, you're reading between it. Be like, oh shit, that's some spooky shit. You're reading between the tea leaves. We need to make sure dealers have some. Oh, I already did that one. Skin in the teeth. Those aren't that bad. I think the ones that I like the best just are funny. We need to talk about the elephant in the closet because that's going to make my. If somebody said that in a meeting, I couldn't get past it. If you're up there on a stage or you're just at the head of a table in a conference room talking about numbers and this and that, our goals, whatever, and you drop, we need to talk about the elephant in the closet. And then you just keep going. I'm going to be like, what's wrong with the elephant? Why is it in the closet? Is it hiding from something? Is it afraid to come out because it's afraid to be judged? Okay, that's sad. That's sad. Okay, that is a sad thing. You know, it should be able to come out of the closet and be welcomed by everybody. Oh my God, has anybody checked on this elephant that's in the closet? I'd be like, that'd be all running through my head. Like, poor fella. Poor fella. Gary, get out of the closet. It's okay. We're here for you. Let's not reinvent the ocean. Come on, that's hilarious. If you've ever heard any of those, you gotta pass them along. That's so ridiculous, though. It's ridiculous, but again, I can't judge people too harshly on that because I've done that shit where you just mix it up, or what you do is you say it real quick because you're like, I can't remember. I've said that with names where I'm like, oh shit, what's this guy's last name? And I'll just be like, blah, blah, blah. Say it real quick, move on, and kind of sounded out what I think it is, but not full on say it. If that's ever happened to you or you witnessed it, you gotta let me know. DeHuffPodcast@gmail.com or hit me up on my socials at DeHuff Podcast. Those are great. Those are great. Kind of a dick move though to keep those, right? I mean, that especially if you're a frequent contributor to the list. Like, dude, like 50% is you. Oh, damn it. I really need to just stop playing games at night and getting high. I read a book, I guess. Hooters is trying to save itself from bankruptcy. They're trying to project a more family-friendly environment. Here's what's funny. At first, I was like, what? Come on. It is a family-friendly environment. Then I really start thinking about it. There was a point in time when my son was about 6 years old, and I was looking for I had a partnership with Hooters Colorado, and I was and there's a great lady named Lauren that is hopefully she's still in charge over there. I haven't reached out to her in forever. Amazing human being. But I remember I was like, you know what? Because I had done an appearance at Hooters, and I sent her a text. I was like, I'm trying to find something to do with my son today, and we're gonna be near Hooters on 120th and oh God, where is that? In Huron, that one. And I was like, we're gonna be right there. Is it acceptable for I think it was like a 6 or 7 year old for a 6 or 7 year old kid to go to Hooters? And she's all absolutely thinking about that mindset versus now. It does make sense because it's like their theme is sexuality mixed with food. Now, that being said, once you go in there, I don't feel like it's that bad, but that is what they project. I'll say this. I hope they update their menu. Their menu isn't terrible. It's just not great. And I think that they need to upgrade that. you look at all these other restaurants like, Applebee's. We kind of poke fun of Applebee's and stuff like that, or Chili's or whatever. They're always updating. They listen to their customers and go, shoot, we need to add some more flavors to the menu. And then maybe you have your core items, wings and burgers or whatever, but then you have more updated versions, different flavors of wings, different flavors or different recipes of burgers, stuff like that. As far as I know, it's the same shit. It's the same fucking menu that it was back when my son was like 6 or 7. So, like 5, 6 years ago, it's essentially the same thing. They're trying to update their they're going to update their uniforms a little bit. I didn't realize this. A few years ago, they had in some locations, ladies were wearing basically string bikinis for bottoms. Come on. I but here's the thing. What does that do? That pushes the family atmosphere out the window. So you're getting only one type of client. The guys that are just like horny and they think the waitresses are in love with them. Side note, when I did an appearance at Hooters, the lady that was serving me was also serving this gentleman in a table right next to me. But she was just I don't think I ate anything. I just was drinking water or whatever because I was just making announcements and giving away prizes, stuff like that. And she kept coming over to me and she's like, "Is there anything else I can do for you?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." And I kid you not, the guy that was sitting across from me, he was a regular. And let's be honest, if there is such a thing as an ugly stick, he got the hell beat out of him. I'm just judging Jesus, okay? It makes me feel good about myself. So he got the hell beat out of him by an ugly stick, okay? A long, long time ago. That ugliness has settled in, and I'm a dick. I get it. I get it. But anywho, he's sitting there throwing out his, I'm listening. And by the way, I got a big wad of money. And he's just sitting there. And the waitress goes over there. Her demeanor when talking to me was completely different when she was talking to him. She knew that I was cheap and I wasn't going to give her any extra tips. So she's talking to me normal. She goes over there and she's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" And then she's literally leaning over, squeezing her boobs together type of thing, showing it off right in his face. And he's like, I swear to God, guys, he does a slow turn and looks at me like, "Yeah, that's mine. That's mine." And she's like, and he said something like, "What are you doing later this evening?" She's like, "Oh, I'm going out with the girls. We're gonna go, drinking or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough money." And he's like, "Oh, I'll take care of you." And then he throws down. I don't know. It was a lot of bills, guys. They know what they're doing. That guy's living in a fantasy world, thinking that he's gonna get, jerked off in the parking lot, or she's gonna come home with him and marry him, right? They know what they're doing. That's how you get tips. But the thing is, that's what your clientele technically is. It's like softcore porn. Back in the day when you'd tune into Cinemax, and there was a point in time in my life where if you did the dial to a certain part on the TV, you could kind of get Cinemax. It'd be like all the wavy, staticky things, and I'm like, "Ooh, I'm pretty sure those are titties. Oh, shit, that's a dude. Damn it!" Or, "Oh my God, they're at a zoo. What the fuck? What did I do to myself?" Type of thing, right? We've all been there, right? Right, guys? Anybody? Oh my God. But that's kind of what Hooters is. It's fuzzy, softcore porn. Then you go, if you want actual, up the ante. It's a strip club and you get food there too. That's what Hooters is. So they're trying to change that because guess what? Nobody's going to Hooters compared to what they used to do. They tried to sex it up. That failed. The problem is they're pushing away more and more people. You can still have attractive people serving food. Your name of your business is revolving around breasts. Okay, we all know it. It's just a clever little, play on words. But they're gonna have to change up the uniforms and really change up the mindset. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Really, uniforms are. What they should do is just do a whole 180 on the uniforms instead of slutting it up and making girls wear basically nothing and super tight, shirts, which I don't mind. I got to be honest, I don't mind. But they should just go 180 and they're fully dressed. That you can't work here unless your dress goes all the way to your ankles. And God damn it, there better not be any ankle showing. Okay, it has to go right there. And then you have to have, no skin showing other than your head, your face. That's it. But you have to wear a bonnet. Okay, that's what they go for. Okay, it's kind of like what you would think that what is it, country buffet or not country buffet, the Cracker Barrel should be. That's what Cracker Barrel should be. I don't know. It's interesting. Good for them because they haven't filed yet, but they're on the doorstep of filing for bankruptcy, and they're trying desperately to reinvent their image. We'll see if it works. I don't know how they're going to really try to bring in the family type customer because they've branded themselves for so long as you come in here, you get wings, you get some basic fries and stuff like that, but girls are going to be basically squeezing their boobs in your face. And every guy who is leaving the parking lot is always saying to himself,
And she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
like that was great. And then if you stop and thought about it, you're like, the food wasn't that great. So upgrade the food. Try not to shove boobs in everybody's face, even though I enjoy it to a certain extent. But it's just if you want to up your sales, you got to be inviting to everybody. Don't just cater to the creepy weird dudes. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Speaking of creepy and just bizarre, OnlyFans star Annie Knight. We talked about her earlier this year. She's the one that's on a mission to bang 500 virgins this year. Well, she just got engaged. Oh, but she's not stopping her quest for 500 virgin dicks. Okay, she's not. I just come on. Every guy that talks to the fiance, the guy, they're going to be, what one question's going to be on their mind.
Big vagina?
Gigantic vagina.
Like, really? Is it hot dog down the hallway type of thing? Listen, I don't care if you have a lot of partners, but that's just nuts. Okay? 500 virgins in 1 year. And she's engaged now, just to a teenager. He's 18, 19, whatever it is. Come on. I whatever. If they're happy, they're happy. That's great. It would be fascinating to follow this. I don't really care about the details. I don't want there to be a show about it. I just want to know, fast forward 20 years from now, are they still married? If they are, that's fantastic. Because just about everybody looking at that situation is saying the same things. Not going to last. he's going to end up getting crotch critters or something like that. Or she's going to get pregnant and not know if it's hers or excuse me, if it's his or somebody else's. So, yeah, congratulations, I guess. But I got to be honest. I don't know how I couldn't be in that situation. How was work? Oh boy, this one guy, he was so excited. He ended up spooging all over my, couch. Like, oh, he didn't even make it in. No, well, he did, but like, dude, I don't want to. No. I think that's bizarre when you hear about porn stars that are married or engaged, and like, I don't get that. Don't get it. But again, if you're not hurting anybody and you're happy, okay. I guess. Oh, it's so hard not to judge the shit out of that, right? My goodness. That's wild. Wild. But again, if you're somebody that is doing something that everybody else is, not everybody, but a good chunk of people are judgy about, but you're a good person, you're not hurting anybody, and you're happy, and the people you love are happy, at the end of the day, that's okay. Screw everybody else. If you're a good person, that's all that matters. I mean, we don't need to talk about the elephant in the closet with this, okay? It's I wa- I think some of those we need to try to work into a setting. Like, if you can, going back, let's go back a couple stories. If you can work into a conversation and not laugh, burst into laughter by dropping a let's not try to reinvent the ocean here, okay, guys? If you can do that and not laugh in a meeting, oh my God, that's hilarious. I want to know about it. Maybe record it, post it on social media so we can all see it and laugh together. Oh, that's good stuff. Hey, speaking of good stuff, when it comes to roof repairs, you want the best. Same goes for your fence. You definitely want to go with the best. You want to go with the GOAT. Who's the GOAT? Roof Goat USA. They're teamed up with Fence Goat LLC, and they're here for you. They've been in business for 23 years. They understand the headaches that come with fixing a roof or fences, and they're all about making sure the customer is satisfied. Whether it's a repair, replacement, insurance claims, Roof Goat USA's experienced professionals are committed to delivering reliable and durable solutions. And they prioritize the safety and comfort of your family, ensuring that your home is well protected against all the elements. They're so good. Talk about a company that goes above and beyond trying to make sure that the customer is satisfied. That's Roof Goat USA. For all your roofing and fencing needs, go ahead, contact the GOAT. Go ahead and text Eric 303 495 4630. 303 495 4630. He's extremely fast. I've said it before. Dude's got holsters for his cell phone. So he's like, calls you back, all that stuff. Also, you can check out roofgoatusa.com. Again, roofgoatusa.com. Roof Goat USA, the leader in residential roofing applications. Their commitment to quality and excellence ensures that your home is protected with the best roofing solutions available. They're so good. Trust them to deliver unmatched service and superior craftsmanship that stands the test of time. In fact, they guarantee their work. What am I talking about? 30-year coverage from install date. That's all materials and labor for 30 years from date of install. Oh, man, they're good. That's why they're the GOAT. Again, text Eric 303 495 4630 or go to roofgoatusa.com. Experience the Roof Goat USA difference today. Before we jump into sports, the University of Maryland says this year's commencement speaker is an environmental advocate. Oh, okay. Also a best-selling author. Oh, I swear to God, guys, this is important. And Peabody Award winner. Well, this person sounds fascinating. He's also green. Is it Incredible Hulk? No, no. The university says Kermit the Frog is going to deliver the May 21st address to graduates. And now, all joking aside, a choice that it says honors the long history between the university and Muppets creator Jim Henson. Henson, a home economics major who graduated from the university in 1960, created the first version of Kermit back in 1955 from a halved ping pong ball in one of his mother's coats. I think that's interesting, but then I get hung up on little details. They're like, oh, the speaker is a best-selling author. He didn't fucking write it. He's not even real. Spoiler, Kermit the Frog ain't real. Guys, I have so many capabilities here. Nobody knows this, okay? This is between us. I have a time machine, and I was able to go and record the commencement speech from Kermit the Frog as he addressed the University of Maryland. Here we go. All right, ready? Hit play. Hello, I'm here to tell you life won't always be easy, especially if you're green. Especially if you have a psycho pig hiding behind every corner. I see you, Miss Piggy. Oh, Kermit, I'm going to murder you and wear your green skin as facial treatment. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know. Nobody else has it. There's a reason why nobody else has it. Oh, Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy, why are you doing this? Hold on, I was thinking, you put the lotion in the basket. Oh, Miss Piggy. You guys think that she's after Kermit because she wants to bang him. No. She's a serial killer, okay? She's terrible. She's a terrible thing. I don't know, good for them. It's interesting. That being said, if I'm graduating and I'm expecting this like big time actor, maybe it's like Tina Fey, maybe it's Terry Crews, maybe it's somebody, I don't know, somebody like that. Emilio Estevez, okay? Somebody like that giving a speech. No, I got Kermit the Frog. It's kind of a downer, guys. I spent all this money and time going to the University of Maryland, and you're kind of screwing me over at this big moment. I'm just saying, them's the facts. Okay, little disappointing. At least spring for like an OnlyFans model. All right. Idaho's indecent exposure law. Listen up, Idaho. Okay, you guys need to be taking note. If you're going to Idaho, take note too. Their indecent exposure law, which already bans public exposure of genitals, classic snobs, prudes, to include female breasts, male breasts altered to look like female breasts. What if you just got man boobs and they're like, dude, come on, you're going to jail. Here's a fine. You're like, those are just my man boobs. Okay. Well, you need to start doing some push-ups, bro. That would suck. But like I said, they're altering it to include female breasts, male breasts altered to look like female breasts, artificial breasts, and toys or products that resemble genitals. Basically, they're saying don't put those fake ball sacks, scrotums on the back of your trucks, dudes. Do you guys have those? I always think those are funny. I would never do it unless it was a joke. I know you can get those for your Crocs. You can get them for if you're a dude that wears Crocs and you really want to show off. You're like, dude, I'm a man and I got big balls. That's why I put this fake sack testicles scrotum thingy on the back of my Crocs. I don't get it. I think it's more funny and just makes me judge you. If I see your truck, oversized wheels, spent too much money lifting it. You're like, look at my balls, okay? Look, they're chrome. whatever. I think it's funny that Idaho is like specifically saying, we don't want to see your scrotums hanging from the back of your vehicles. Does anybody put those fake scrotums on the back of like their Subarus? I don't think I've ever seen that. I want to see that now. Like a car that you just wouldn't expect it. You know, what is that? A Toyota Prius. Come on. Wouldn't be that bad. Like, look at that Prius. It's got balls. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Oh, man. But they did say, guys, the only thing that is acceptable is breastfeeding. So, right? So you can do that in Idaho.
Well, let's all breastfeed.
Yeah, let's all breastfeed. Ladies, let's go. Hey. I've got real quick, ladies. I feel so sorry for you if you have to breastfeed out in public. You know, you're out and about. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I've seen it. Random places, restaurants. I don't care. I'm a father of two. I get it. But like the creeps that are just constantly staring, like, oh my God, I think I see a sad boob. Oh my Lord. Taking pictures with my brain. I feel sorry for you ladies. It's just an ongoing problem, isn't it? Dudes are a problem. Feel sorry for you. Hey, if you're running a business, you need help with the back of the house. You need someone with experience and is trustworthy. You need the Kirkwall Group. They got over 30 years of experience. Richard and the Kirkwall Group understands that you or your business deserves someone who's efficient, timely, accurate, cost-effective, focused on your success, and is working to save you money. Those are all good things. Kirkwall Group can help you with your bookkeeping, accounting management services like, CFO, controller, accounting manager, projects and support, as well as tax planning and preparation, income, property tax, sales, and use tax. Go to kirkwallgroup.net right now. Again, kirkwallgroup.net and see what I'm talking about. There's so many things they can do for you or your business. It's really cool. And right now, if you go to their website, there's a way to contact them on there, and you can sign up for a free 30-minute consultation. And when you do that, between now and April 15th of 2025, your name's going to be put in a hopper for a chance to win a free Chromebook. You're welcome. I am just a messenger. Okay, I am. But you could win that Chromebook. Possibly. It could be yours. All you got to do is give yourself a chance. Go to kirkwallgroup.net and find the email on there and contact Richard and the Kirkwall Group. And it's a free Chromebook is great. Plus, when you talk to Richard, you're going to understand why he and I are partnered. He's just a great human being, and I love working with him. It's Kirkwall Group. They count what counts for you. And what we need to do right now is jump into some sports.
Going deep, tight ends, and long balls. No, it's not an invitation to a Diddy party.
Oh, gross!
It's sports with the Huff.
I have mixed feelings about this next story. The University of Colorado, the CU Buffs, are replacing their grass at Folsom Field with artificial turf. They've had actual grass, legit grass, since 1999. CU Athletic Director Rick George told the Daily Camera, I think putting turf down there gives us flexibility, certainly with the change in college football playoffs. Yeah, I get it. Being a northern school, you don't grow grass after October. And having a game in December for the college football playoffs was a big part in that consideration. Plus, it gives us another field that we can practice on daily that will benefit our football program. I get it from that perspective. I do. It's all about money. That's the perspective. I get that. As much as we don't want it to be, college football, college sports, they're a business too. But by the way, I got a lot of this information from denversports.com, 1043 The Fans website. Jake Shapiro wrote a great article. This is where I'm getting it from. And he added, based on NFL injury data collected from 2012 to 2018, the NFLPA says players have a 28% higher rate of non-contact lower extremity injuries when playing on artificial turf. Of those non-contact injuries, players have a 32% higher rate of non-contact knee injuries on turf and a staggering 69% higher rate of non-contact foot/ankle injuries on turf compared to grass. That's the part that bugs me. The NFLPA also shared that 92% of their players prefer natural grass, and 6% of the players surveyed were indifferent. And he spelled indifferent incorrectly. Sorry. I just realized that as I was reading, I was like, that's not how you spell it. But anyway, so here's the thing. I get that they're looking to save money essentially, and it'll be easier to maintain. Sure, there's going to be a big chunk of change that they have to put down to get rid of the old stuff and put down the new stuff. I get that. But after a while, after a couple seasons, it's going to pay for itself. But the problem I have is you look at the stats based off of the NFL data, is you're putting your players, these young players, at risk. Now, most universities have some sort of insurance policy for the kids, but it's not like, think about if you have the potential, you're this great athlete, you go start playing at a school that has artificial turf. You haven't really begun to shine yet. So they don't even really know how good you are. You get a non-contact injury, which those are usually the worst. Usually the worst. You tear something, fuck up your leg, your knee, whatever. And they don't have an extra insurance policy out on you because they're just sitting there going, he's just some regular dude. Your career's fucked because of this. Not saying it's going to happen, but based on the data, there's a better chance that you're going to get fucked over because of artificial turf. Does it necessarily guarantee you're going to get hurt on artificial turf? No. But the odds aren't in your favor. But again, I get why they're doing it. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. But they're going to be practicing on it. They're going to be playing on it. It's a lot of opportunities to get hurt. I don't like it. I get why they're doing it. Don't like it. Deion Sanders, speaking with the University of Colorado. Deion Sanders got a new contract. 5 years, $54 million. Congratulations to Coach Prime. It's good. Good for you. He's changing the face of the University of Colorado. Whether you like him or not, he's doing good. But when Coach Prime was asked about his new contract, all he said was,
I'm rich, biatch!
Sorry. I was trying to find the soundbite. That's why I dragged it out a little bit. Yeah, good for Prime. Good for him. And like I said, he's changing the culture out there. He's steering it in the wrong direction. He's apparently committing to 5 years. We'll see. Good. I like it. So that's just over, $10 million a year. He deserves it because he's changing things. Now, that being said, this season is a huge season for the University of Colorado football team and Deion Sanders. He doesn't have Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter. He doesn't have Shedeur Sanders. Oh, hi, Shiloh. Forgot you were there. Anyway, he doesn't have that. So, can he be successful without those two guys? We'll see. He's getting paid like he's gonna. People want to come and play for him. That's good. That's helping the school. I'm excited for it. But, obviously, it might look good on paper, but you got to go out there and earn that paycheck, Deion. I get it. And he knows that. I mean, if he tuned into this and he's like, oh, shit, I got to go earn my paycheck? What? Yeah, he knows that. He's not going to go out there and half-ass it. That's not what he does. He's going to go out there and do the same shit he always does and go out there and try to build these guys up both on and off the field. And that's good. That's good. I'm glad he's sticking around for what seems to be at least 5 more years. Good for the university on locking them down, and good for Deion. Let's see. Now, go do something about it. Go win some fucking games. They're putting in artificial turf so they can potentially make it to the college football playoffs. Okay. I like where your head's at, Rick George. I like that. Mixing these two stories together. Rick George is thinking, well, when we start making it to the college football playoffs, we don't want to have to try to maintain grass field. That's going to be a bitch. Let's just put artificial turf. That's where the money comes in. I get it. We'll see. So congratulations to Deion on that. If you want to join the show, I love it when you guys can. Go ahead and hit me up, DeHuffPodcast@gmail.com, or you can get me on my socials at DeHuffPodcast. Don't forget.
Well, let's all breastfeed.
Let's do it, guys. Whip them out. Let's go. See what happens. Let's make some bad decisions. All right. Yeah. Some ladies listening to this.
Devour feculence.
It means eat shit. Okay? Gosh, darn it. Anyway, you guys are amazing. Hopefully you laughed a little bit in this episode. Again, that's what this is all about. Smiling. Because life sucks at times. At least when you join this show, you can at least forget about nonsense in your life for a little bit, okay? I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the show and making this the #1 comedy podcast in the state of Colorado. Looking to expand the reach, okay? If you're out and about, spread the word. Spread the good word. Like you get on a soapbox and stand on the street and be like, have you heard the good word of the Huff? Everybody gather round. Let me get a boom box and play the Huff Uncensored. And it's me just be like, have you ever seen a pirate hooker's vagina? I don't know why I went there, but I did. Oh, goodness gracious. That's always my fear. Like, somebody's going to tune in. They're like my wife or somebody's going to be like, you should listen to my husband's podcast or listen to my friend's podcast. And they tune in and, like, this is what they hear.
Big vagina?
Gigantic vagina.
Yep. Hey, listen, we're all about having fun. Nothing's off limits. Let's have a good time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, please, if you could, please. Thanks to Roof Goat USA. Go ahead, support them like you support me. Check out their website, roofgoatusa.com. Also, big thanks to Kirkwall Group. Check them out as well, kirkwallgroup.net for all your bookkeeping and tax service needs. And big thanks to Bet Online. Check them out, betonline.ag. You got all the madness going on, plus NHL, NBA, all that stuff going on. There's so much you can do on betonline.ag. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.